Everybody, welcome. Starting a new series, the Banner Saga. Played a bit of this game earlier. Really enjoyed it. So we're gonna play through it together. I'm gonna go ahead and get started immediately. The story in the Banner Saga changes based on the choices you make. You will occasionally switch between lead characters, witnessing the story unfold from different perspectives. It's interesting. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped: the sun.
It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Oh man, that was cool. You've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. Click and drag around the screen to see your surroundings. Wow, they messed up a lot of people already. Checkmark to continue. These portraits show the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Your allies are blue and the enemy is red. It's your turn to act. Okay, movement happens before action. This ring shows your shield banger is active. The blue tiles around him show where he can move. Alright. Some characters fill more tiles than others. The horned allies are a race of giants called Varl. They take up 4 tiles each, while humans fill a single tile. This can have a huge impact on your strategy. Sure. Click the tile you want to move to. Click the check mark to confirm. To target an enemy, click the tile in which they stand. You can choose to either attack enemy's strength or break his armor. The numbers beneath each icon show the damage you will do to that stat. Okay. So I have 9 strength, which is how much offense I can do, as well as being my hit points. It's reduced by my total damage I can actually do to his health is reduced by his armors. 9 minus 4, I can do 5 damage to him. It's enough in this instance to kill him, because it's tutorial. That's basically what they said here. If strength falls to 0, the character falls in battle. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by a break attack, so you can target the armor directly to whittle it down. Click this to kill him. He's down. Each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is used later to improve your characters, like XP kinda. After taking an action, your turn ends, and next up is the enemy. Turns are always alternating, even if you are outnumbered. Interesting. Despite being at full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against your shield banger's high armor. So shield banger has 11 armor, and chieftain has 9 strength. So I don't even know how you can do any damage to me. Maybe it always does a minimum amount or something. We'll see. I mean, he does 1. Now it's the Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range of these enemies, but all characters can use willpower to boost their actions. Willpower is a limited resource, so use it wisely. By clicking on gold tiles, a character can move further than usual at the cost of 1 willpower per gold tile. Red, pulsing tiles beneath your enemy show how close you'll have to get to be in range. Okay. Move your Warhawk into attack range now. Yep. Let's go there. 2 will to move 2 extra spaces. Standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but your Warhawk has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Click his tile to access his ability. Tempest. Normal strength damage to 2 adjacent enemies, starting from the target and going clockwise. So this guy and then this guy will both get hit by this. Pillage. That made quick work of the chieftain's bodyguards. When there's only 1 enemy left, players enter pillage mode. During pillage, each character moves in order. There are no more guaranteed turns. Check the initiative to see how the order has changed. Your allies now get to move twice in a row. Okay. So pre-pillage mode, it always alternates between me and the enemy. And then once it's in pillage mode, everyone gets a guaranteed turn like normal tabletop. That makes sense because, I mean, if I had like 6 guys and there was only 1 guy left and he got to just go every other turn, he could output a ton more damage. I don't know. I mean, I still get to fight him with 6 guys. I don't know. I don't know if it makes a difference. If a character does not move on his turn, he can rest to gain 1 willpower. The chieftain will rest this turn. That was a mistake, bro, because you're gonna die now. Your shield banger will not be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but you can use willpower to boost your damage. Okay, see, he's got 9 health left. But because he took 1 off of me, I can only do 8 damage. But if I click this and hit the yellow icon here to boost it, I get an extra damage, and that's going to be enough to take him out. Your renown grows.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade. Quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Cool. I'll definitely lead your army and murder the crap out of some bandits. It's like one of my favorite things to do. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Eric, Steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? It is. The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. What do you have in mind? Skullfings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. I was hoping you would join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Alright. Sure thing. Marketplace. Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Had, I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Skullfing's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, Had. So when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try to kill you this time. They don't talk to me. Say nothing. He said he would handle it. Eric overturns his flimsy table, scattering Had's assortment of junk across the ground. Gods, Eric, laying it on a bit heavy, don't you think? Where are the Skullfings? Nobleman, up by the east wall. That was months ago, last I know. Had skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel. Disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Gunnulf, were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, I just bought them while you were walking around. Why? I look like a frog. No, man, green is a good color. They look good. I'm glad you care. Gunnulf goes off to look at more stalls. Eric, that man of yours seemed unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be Skullfing. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a meat hall? Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of those skulls in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. Shouldn't we have some sort of approach? What a luxury. Come on, you've already mopped up worse today. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remind him. Oh, I forgot who was talking there. Okay, meat house. Let's go punch the crap out of some more bad guys. Yeah! Let's get it over with. That's the spirit, says Valgard. Here we go. Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of a table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken Skullfings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead steins in the process. Nice. Cool. You can pre-stage your dudes prior to the combat. Put them up here. That looks good. Let's start. Battle. Just gonna let them come to me. Better overall, I think. Yeah, see, I still can't, I need them to get grouped up closer to me so I can actually do something about them. Whoops, not you. Yeah, you go here. Okay. You can go here. Oh, they're still too far away for me to really get them all in one go. Still think I'm gonna do this anyway, though. How much can I do? Direct? 4. Yeah, I'll do that because I can do 2 attacks and then take them out. Oh, but if I get Strength damage. It's not gonna be good. Oh, that guy ran through me. I need to murder him for that. That was so good. Oh, now I can't do 13 damage anymore. That sucks. Who do you want to murder? I think this guy. No, no, no. I want you to attack. Sometimes it can be hard to click the square that you want to click on. I'll do 5 direct damage to him. Oh, should have done more with my willpower. Forgot about how that works. Fine, fair enough. How much damage can I do to this guy? There we go. I can do 8 damage, or 3 damage to him only. Or I can do 3 damage to his armor. Probably allowing him to be murdered directly by these other guys. Ooh, wow. He's gonna take me out. I'm not careful. I can only do 7. That's better than nothing, though. Oh, I forgot about that willpower thing again. That was so stupid. Jeez, he's going down, man. Gunolf, get it together, man. Oh, how many times can this guy fight me? Oh, you're dying. No! He's too strong. There we go, got him. Remembered it this time. Oh man, Gunolf. These other guys have a ton of armor. Okay, who's getting murdered now? Ugh. I can't attack him. That was foolish. Can do 5. Can I do 2 more? Yeah, that'll be nice. Wow, they're crushing me pretty good. These aren't just a bunch of derps in a bar, man. They took my guy out. And they're gonna probably get this guy too. I can't do something about it right now. Oh, I can definitely, oh, I can't get him without walking first. Yeah, get up next to him. Attack him. Yeah. Pillage mode. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can. Oh no, that's not gonna count though. We need to go here. You spend a willpower to get next to him. And attack him. Yes, nice. Gunolf, man. What the hell? Hey, he got promoted. But he died. Eric, there they are. Gods be damned. I've got to go wash off this blood. Eric's looking out the hall's windows onto the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of bold reds and blues. One banner I know well. Vognir. Next for Varl kingship, last we spoke. The other flag? Looks important. Yeah, important guests. See what I deal with all day long? Things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrived. Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor? Yeah, man. What's up? If you happen to stall our guest down on the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eric and Valgard hustle from the meat house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug, and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. What about my bro? Is there a party menu or... I don't know. Okay. Go down to the docks. Wagnir. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. God, Zubin, you're looking ancient. It comes with being old. And if there's Wagnir, there must be Hakon. Must there? Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid, old yaks? And at what age do you lose a sense of shame? Jorundir demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Arberang, in fact. And glad for it. Hakon motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering. Golden wolfhead emblazoned on red. The king of men. Or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son, Ludin. Don't you know, Scrivener? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Then you're going to Grofheim? I have the distinct feeling I've finished my business in Strand, and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances I'd drink a week away, but let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Mulger? Hakon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few, others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Mulger. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludin looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think? Alright. Weariness suddenly settles in and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagnir's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Let's go get a drink, man. It's been a long day. Murdered some dudes. It's thirsty work. Scrivener. You find Hakon in a meat house surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon? Wagnir's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year, I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year, it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What this time? When I got there, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a Yox fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself, too. You know, it's not too late to start trying, Hakon. He lets slip a low chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through Dredge at Wagnir's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here, I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point. Just another reason to get back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the meat house becomes overbearing, and then step back into the cool air outside. Man, I could use some cool air. It's like 11 o'clock at night and it's still almost 90 degrees. Summertime! Okay. Oh, we can still talk to the prince. I might as well go do that. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed varl who must be working for Ludin. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Ludin. Yes, you're with Vognir. I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Vognir a long time. I'll be joining you back to Grofheim with my guards. Ludin looks up for the first time. The woman does not react. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit. A Varl historian? Aha. Don't you already know? Your king and mine have both been practically trumpeting through these cities. I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Ludin takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, you aren't certain. Maybe both. A formality, mostly. Vognir came to our capital in Arberang, and now we go to the Varl's capital in Grofheim to cement this grand alliance for the next age of men in Varl. You sound unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's damn cold up here. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright, and you take the opportunity to excuse yourself. I envy the snow a little bit here, guys. Let's go to the Great Hall. It's the only option we got left. Oh, the day advanced. Hard to tell when the sun never moves, right? Oh, it even at dawn you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. It's damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers, all there, just as promised, to your mild surprise. You wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. The guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Vognir is already here. A while later, Ludin and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Mogr steps forward. Vognir's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing, and he asks if you're ready to depart. We are ready. Let's roll. You follow Mogr and join the others. Usually, the smaller doors set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think? Interesting. Okay, well, we're marching on to the next area. I think that's probably a pretty good point to wrap up the episode. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Next time we'll come back, we'll see where it goes from here. There's another town right here. Vederfell. Okay. Looks fun. Alright. Catch you next time, guys.